Good morning, everybody. I'm going to do a quick full moon poll. I woke up this morning and was guided to do this. I usually just do the Sunday videos, but the past couple, like the new moon and the full moon, I've been guided to do just some quick card polls. And this is a really powerful full moon energy, and it's going to be the 27th, which is Friday, July 27th, 2018 is what we're pulling for. And it's what's called, traditionally it's called the buck moon, but it is also a blood moon. It comes during an eclipse time, so there's just some really powerful energy that may lead to a lot of energetic shifts, some disrupted sleep, that sort of thing. So just lots of energy right now. So what I'm going to do is do a quick card pull from the Power of Surrender cards to see what we need to release during this full moon. And then I'm going to do what's called the Soul Calling spread from the Work Your Light deck. It's just a 2-card reading, a 2-card spread that says the energy that's going out and then the energy that's coming in. So we will get started. And that is something, the Soul Calling spread, I do have in my Etsy shop. If you're interested in getting something for this time period that's specific to you, I'll put a link to that below. But first, let's see what we need to let go of. Ooh. They're flying out. And it is surrender to trust. And again, I don't know if you've ever watched any of the videos where I work with this deck. There is no guidebook. There's no manual for this deck. It is very kind of literal. It's just about what you need to get rid of, what you need to surrender in order to move forward on your path of growth. So for this time period, it is surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So if you've been wishy-washy about something, a decision you need to make, whether it's buying a home, buying a car, starting a relationship, getting out of a relationship, switching careers, staying in a job, staying in a home, staying in a relationship, that sort of thing. It's saying, don't seek the opinions of others too much. Ask yourself, and what is the first answer that pops into your head? That's your intuition talking. That's what you need to trust. And it's actually asking you to surrender to trust during this time period and to stop seeking so much when you already hold the answers. So that is just what needs released. And a good time to do that would be, if possible, on the 27th, today, the night of the full moon. And I believe it's around 4 o'clock Eastern time, which would be about 1 o'clock Pacific time. But, that evening is fine. Or even the evening before. 3 days before, 3 days after, you're still in that energy. So any time during that time period is fine. Okay, so we will do the Soul Calling spread, and I love this deck. It's one of the newest decks I've gotten, and I'm really liking doing readings for myself and for other people with it. So the Soul Calling, it's kind of like a tarot deck in that it has different suits, but it is very much an oracle card deck in that you read it intuitively. So I will do the 2-card spread, the Soul Calling. The first one is what's falling away. The second one is the energy that's coming in. So let's see what comes out. Okay, I'm going to draw both of them, and then we'll talk about them. A little different than I usually do, but So interesting. They're very related, and they don't seem so on the surface. But oh, look, they both have full moon energy. So let me hold these a little closer. So the energy that's leaving, it does have the full moon symbolism. The energy that's leaving is protection, which sounds on the surface like, I don't want protection to leave, but that's not what this card is about. This card is calling back your power, cutting cords, soul retrieval. So what is leaving is the energy that you no longer need. This is a great time then to do a cord cutting ceremony. Just take a sea salt bath with the intention of, everything you don't need just kind of flowing down the drain when you pull the plug. If you have never done a cord cutting ceremony, it's super simple. These things sound much more involved than they really are. It is all about your intention. So there are tons of free meditations and information about cord cutting, and even sort of the scripts and meditations available on YouTube. Just pick somebody's voice that you like and do the meditation. It's very simple, and it is just about your intention. And you can't do it wrong. It's just your intention. You can't get it wrong, I promise. So that's what this card is about. What it's about, the energy that's leaving is the energy you no longer need. The things that are released when you cut cords, and then taking back your power. So the energy that's coming in then is called Unbound, and this is about kind of getting wild. And look at that full moon energy. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So that is very connected to what's going out. The energy you're still going to be working with that's coming in is releasing those old patterns, cutting those cords, releasing the soul patterns, contracts, and past lives so that you can move forward. So they're very related, and it's going to be kind of one swooping energy. You're going to take care of it, release it, and then be able to move forward. So that is the energy I'm getting for this full moon time period. And again, this is for July 27, 2018. I hope this helps. I hope you have lots of smooth sailing energy from this full moon. It is I can feel it already. I mean, there's a lot of energy. So just try to get some rest, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and I will talk to you all again soon.